Over the last couple of months, the Dragon Ball universe has expanded to such an extent to where we have seemingly limitless possibilities, and with the current arc of Dragon Ball Super actually living up to expectations, a lot of people have been wondering what events will be taking place after the Universal Tournament, if any at all. So before I go on to how I believe the story will play out, it is essential to mention why Dragon Ball Super will not end after the Universal Tournament. Based on the recent backstory of not only the 12 universes, but the Super Dragon Balls, in my mind there would be no reason to create all this lore to not fully capitalize. It is even stated in Dragon Ball Super, Vegeta straight up tells Cabe that he wants to visit the Saiyans in Universe 6. Although we don't have the manga panels to 100% confirm that there will be more content, from what we've seen so far, I don't see it ending anytime soon. Depending on which team wins the tournament, events could play out differently. I've heard a lot of theories about one of the Universe 6 fighters going rogue. I personally don't think that will be the case because it couldn't be Botomo as he is too weak to actually do anything, and it wouldn't be Frost or K because they're confirmed to be good. So if anyone were to turn evil, it would be either Hit or Magetta. However, I would put them in the same class as Botomo because no matter how strong they are, we know for a fact that they can't be stronger than Beerus, Whis, Champa or Vados. Some people are convinced that Hit, once the tournament is over, will take the Super Dragon Balls for himself and wish for eternal life, or possibly God status. And while that isn't out of the question, I just don't see that happening with guys like Whis around. The Universal Tournament, I feel, is setting up for something much bigger. It honestly feels like a mixture of the very first Dragon Ball arc mixed with the start of the Majin Buu arc. We have never seen the Super Dragon Balls utilized before, and just like Pilaf when he first used them, we had no idea what type of being would come out of the balls, and it's the same thing here. So going back to after the Universal Tournament, I expect this to go either two ways, depending on who the winner is. We know that if Champa wins, he will wish for Universe 6's Earth to be replaced with the Earth from Universe 7, and if it were to go down this route, I could imagine Beerus furious that his team only had 4 members. He would feel like he's been cheated. In fact, if it were to keep going down this path, we could see an homage to when King Piccolo first killed Shenron. Beerus could kill the being inside the Super Dragon Balls before he could grant the wish, and with that you could lead into an entirely new arc with the unbalance of the universe. Either way, if Champa's team does end up winning, I presume that would be Goku and Vegeta's gateway to meeting the Universe 6 Saiyans. Since Goku and everyone else will be living in Universe 6, it is quite literally an entirely new universe and direction to take the series in. And if it were to play out like this, I could totally see Beerus being the end villain, as he is just sitting there in Universe 7 with nothing to satisfy his hunger. Again, loads of possibilities. However, if we were to go down the route of Team Beerus winning, I don't see Champa as the type of character to kill the being inside the Super Dragon Balls. However, I do see him as the type of character to steal the wish. Although I wouldn't want to see the series play out like that, there is something that makes me think that he might just pull an oolong at the start of Dragon Ball and steal the wish for himself, just for Whis or Vados to rewind time to give the wish back to Beerus. In episode 29 of Dragon Ball Super, Beerus directly says if he gets his hands on the Super Dragon Balls, he will wish for the end of the Earth. I don't see Beerus actually going through with that because why would he need to wish for the annihilation of the Earth when he is the god of destruction? Honestly, after looking over this series, it would not be convenient from a storytelling perspective to have Beerus' team win this tournament. All the new stuff is in Universe 6, so for the final time I've changed my mind. I'm calling Team Champa will win this tournament, and that is how Goku and Vegeta will be introduced into Universe 6. Anyway, let me know what you think is going to happen after the Universal Tournament. Again, looking at this from a narrative perspective, it would make sense for Champa to win, as it would be much easier to transition into Universe 6 if you switch the Earths around. Let me know what you think down below, and as always, I will see you in the next Dragon Ball Z video.